All right, am I doing this the right way? Is anybody here? I won't know until the chat comes up. Damn, give it. Where's the chat? Oh, we got a Pentecostal. All right. Then you know what I'm talking about. Late church services. Not eating lunch till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah. Move my sticker here so it doesn't get scratched up. Alrighty then. Okay. So I'm going to say noise. I'm going to say a number real quick, and then I want you all to type it in. I want to see how much the latency in is. 7. Nobody said anything. Maybe I did that wrong. All right. Is this birdshot? No, this is not. But it could be. It took that long. Dadgummit. I thought I turned the latency down. That's still a lot of lag. That's like 15 seconds of lag. Dang, I'm sorry about that. All right, Chadman, Eddie, how's it going? Let's see. Christine's here. Eric, welcome. Bill, good to see you, sir. Wrong number, but good to see. Oh, you went 2 numbers on me. Oh, I'm leaning way in. I can't figure out why. I got my stinking glasses on. All right, let me put these on here. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Scoring that Sulaco, that price is really cool. Yeah, great deal on that Sulaco. That's awesome. Let's see here. Hey, Mythgard, welcome. Let's see. Turn this down just a little bit. All right, so we'll get started here. I got nothing big to talk. I got one big thing to talk about, but I got a whole lot to talk about. So if you got something you want to talk about, let me know. All right, so this is my Condor chopper. Now, I was telling Eric and I was telling somebody else that I totally lucked out and figured out how to sharpen this thing. Eric was at the chick flick of the action movie. Oh, Man on Fire. That's a good movie. I love the part where Christopher Walken is talking about how some artists work in certain milieus, and it was, yeah, he's painting this masterpiece. That's a good movie. I love that movie. Oh, KC lost to the Colts. So anyways, I figured out how to sharpen this thing, and this thing, it's a long story. I won't get into how I messed it up, but, well, you know, that's what we're here for, talk about long stories, right? Let me show you how sharp this thing is, if I had a coupon. Check this out. So I got my KME out. I don't know if I told y'all last week. Oh my gosh! Look at that. Sorry. So I put a little convex edge on it by hand, and then I was realizing it was good for chopping, but it wasn't good for any of the other little things that you had to do in the competition. So I was wanting to practice with it. So I was going to just put a regular edge on it. And I had it at 15, which is what Big Chris told me he does his at 30 inclusive. And I know I was really getting in on it, but I was noticing it wasn't really sharpening up at all. So I was like, oh, poop. So I upped the angle. Anyways, I ended up putting a little micro bevel on here, and just like the other one I have, and this thing was chopping like a madman today. I was just burning through stuff, and it will slice the straws, and it will go through the paper, and it's awesome. And it's a belly shaver too, I'm telling you. Although I may have nicked something down there, I just not a gusher, but definitely a nick. So, but this thing is really cool. So it gave me a little bit of hope that when I mess up my competition chopper, I'll be able to resharpen it at the proper angle to get it where I need to get it. At least I have kind of an idea of what's effective, and the longer I'm in it, and my wrists and shoulders and elbows hold up. Although I'll tell you what, I've been smacking the heck out of things, and nothing is hurting. Nothing is just coming back where I realize I got to stop it. So that's a good sign, I think. As long as I stay smart and don't just exert and get at weird angles, I think I'm going to be okay. All this arm wrestling has really helped strengthen up my tendons and different joints and stuff. So, this isn't the one I'm going to use. Oh, you guys haven't seen it. Oh, y'all haven't seen it. Oh, shoot. Oh, I got to catch up on chat here real quick. Anybody else come in? Yeah, 15, but that's what he told me, Chad number 2. He said 15 was what he does his at. So I'm guessing I should listen to him, but I don't know. I have nothing in this. Do an EDC pocket dump video. I don't have anything in my pockets right now. All my pocket dumps are here, but I'll show you what I was carrying today. This is what I was carrying, and since I was at the Dangerous Piggly Wiggly, had me a little Silent Night, Deadly Night here. Devil's Elbow. Oh yeah, brother. Devil's Elbow. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The Devil's Elbow. Makes me go Macho Man Randy Savage every time. So yeah, Devil's Elbow. Ooh, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know anything else to say besides elbow, yeah, and Miss Elizabeth. I know he said other stuff, but I don't remember right now. It's been a while. So that's what I was carrying, and didn't carry a flashlight or anything cool. Y'all will be disappointed in that, but those are the 2 blades I had on me. Of course, my key blade, which is that little cold steel punch you in the face knife. Yeah, Eric, I heard about that. Where was that? Who was saying that? It was somebody famous. It was like a 70-30 thing. I knew if you saw KC offense, you win games. That's what Colts did. Yeah, but that's the whole problem, stopping their offense. They have amazing offense. All right. Yeah, he snapped into a Slim Jim. I forgot that one. Okay, anyways, here we go. Where was I? Anyway, so I put the lanyard on there. You know what I did? I went to Jaws, and I put the Jaws knot on here. Anybody know how to make the Jaws knot? So I got the Jaws knot on here. The one that Sheriff Brody's trying to make the whole time. So I taught myself how to do that. That's a good knot, by the way. I have a lot of weights and cables and stuff hooked up to that knot. That's a good knot. All right, let's see what else we got here. We can move this stuff out of the way. I'll bring that back out in a little bit. The Devil's Elbow on a Sunday. Well, maybe, if you look at it, like maybe they should have one like this, but call it like Donkey Jawbone or something. Kind of looks like it could be a jawbone. Devil's Elbow, though. That's a good knife. All right. They have a smaller Devil's Elbow, too, for the ladies. Or the dainty-handed man. I don't know what the heck that is. What the heck's a dainty-handed dude? Might be that little... what was the dude? Grab the weird hand. It's the strongest one. That's what the smaller Devil's Elbow is for. It's for that guy. Oh, hey, MJ. Welcome. Oh, the Seismic. That's a great knife, James. I love that knife. Yeah, carny hands. All right. So, anyways, I didn't show you it. You guys heard about it. So, here is my Condor chopper, which I told you guys I found out I can't carry. But it's good for use. It's good for practice and jarring the bones. But, oh, for all of y'all who haven't seen it yet, oh my gosh. Holy moly. Check this bad boy out. This is, let me build up the suspense here. Whoosh, from Big Chris. Got in touch with Big Chris. I was desperate. After I found out I didn't have this, I just knew it was going to be tough to get a chopper. So he said, I'm not making any for a few months. The ones I'm making won't be ready for a few months. But I do have one that I used a couple times last year. Oh, check that out on the 1-2. Look at that. Oh, oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. This thing is awesome in hand. And I've told everybody else this, but when you pick this up, you can just tell it's different. It's way different. It just feels a little more. I think if you ground this down a little bit and conform it to your hand. And the thing is, I'm not good enough to really put a difference between these two as far as in the competition. So what I'm saying is, I imagine I'll do as good with this one, as I would with this one. But eventually, you can just feel where it would make a big difference as you get better. And this thing is just contoured and just streamlined. It's awesome. This thing is amazing. But, Big Chris, this is one you used at the World Championships in 2018 at Blade Show. Oh yeah, that thing is super, super sharp too. Do I wear shields in competition chop? I think you just wear, like, I talk about eye shields. Yeah, I think you just wear protection eyes. Eye protection. That's how you say it in American. Protection eyes. That's my Hispanic roots coming out. El protección de los ojos. I don't know how that goes. Anyways. Yeah, the grind on this thing is insane. And you want to talk about sharp. I don't even want to cut things with it until I get to Smoky Mountain. That'll be the first major chopping I do with this. I'm going to do all my practice on this one. And then I'm just going to go lightsaber on those boards once that thing gets in there. So, I don't know if they're going to televise it. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be live streamed or not. But I'll definitely have a cadre of filmers. I'll have my two sons with me. And they'll at least get me on camera. Swinging and sweating and looking all cherry-faced. There's going to be a meme somewhere. This guy almost died chopping into wood. So, this thing is awesome. And the thing is, it cost me about $300 cheaper than getting one directly made for me. So, that helped out too. Another thing is, I got this thing almost paid for. I'm just like $200 away from having it done. So, that's good too. So, it's all good. Lots of good things are happening. So I'm super excited. Oh, but like I said this morning, I burned through a 2x4 with this thing. And I was in a weird bend over holding the 2x4. You know how you've seen my chopping videos where I'm holding the 2x4 with this hand and chopping with the other one. I don't know. I think I'm going to bring a little bit of enough. I think the problem I'm going to have is the finesse stuff. The going through the paper roll, the paper towel holder thingy, and maybe the straw and the paper. I don't know. I think with the chopping, I should be strong enough to go through it pretty quickly. So that's going to be fun. Eric's going to be there. Yeah, so he's going to pay for the... It's like watching the pay-per-view. You get all the preview stuff. And then for the guy you really want to see, hopefully, which is me, you have to pay. If they are different practice and it's going to be different than competition... Yeah, that's true. I mean, to a certain extent, I guess. It's just, for the most part, it's going to be learning the angles on the chopping. I just don't want to mess up this edge, Chad. It's just, maybe after the first competition and the next competition, the next competition is a week later. I didn't realize that. It's in Bastrop, here in the good old state of Texas. So I don't have to travel that far that time. They normally retail, I think they're like $1,100, $1,050, $1,100, something like that. Don't bother. So I got this one right in that range, in the $300 off range. Do they weigh the same? That's a good question. This one actually feels lighter. The Condor feels lighter. Let me bring out my scale, see what it says here. That's true. Now, if the weight is extremely different, I might have to... I just hate to mess it up. Okay, so this one is 1 pound, 4 ounces. And this one is 1 pound, 7.7 ounces. So about 3.5 ounces difference. I don't know. I don't think that'll make a huge difference, do you? I don't know. It's like a quarter of a pound, huh? When you put it that way, it's almost a quarter of a pound. I don't know. I think the difference in weight, if you could feel them, if you feel the difference in weight is going to be made up in the better ergonomics on the Big Chris. Just because just swinging it here dangerously by everything expensive that I have electronic is a lot better than swinging this other one. This one's awesome though. You know, if they ever certify that thing, a lot of people should get into this thing. But yeah, I see what you're saying about the weight. But just grabbing this thing, because where you're hitting with this thing, at the angle that hand, what's the hand thing where you hold on to things? The handle at the angle of the blade is just about perfect as far as where you're going to hit with. Do they taste the same? 4V tastes much richer than 1075. The flavor is there. It's more, I don't know. It's like taking a sirloin or taking what you call it. What's the good one? What you wrap in bacon? The loin, just the regular loin. Okay. Hey, Sadistically Sharp's here. Yeah, all right. It's good to see you. Oh, I didn't see Pete come in. Hey, Pete, how's it going? Sorry about that. No, this one will shave belly hair and will probably do some fat removal as well, because this thing is just, I don't know, this is pretty close. You know, I did really good on this edge, and I'm not really good at anything. I was telling somebody that just kind of Forrest Gumped my way into this edge, but now I've got it written down and I know what I need to do. I can do it again. Mythgard says, I definitely say that you should at least do some light practice with it, because when I practice my cutting with swords anyway, even just a small weight difference can affect your technique. Man, I think you're right, but I really should. I'm just not confident in getting my edge back, and that would just mess me up. But you're right. Is there meat you wouldn't wrap? No, tonight we made, I don't know, where am I going with this? Anyway, so here's my chopper. And I'm really excited to have it. And I was really glad to, it's not mostly, but I was super glad not to have to worry about scrambling and finding a chopper. I guess I was talking to y'all about that this week. But now I'm good. I don't know how I'm going to grab that with that lanyard. I'm trying to, oh, man, what's going on there? Dang, that lanyard. His lanyard is not as, oh, just about took my fingerprint off. All right, get off of me. So I was excited about getting a Big Chris because he's super awesome, just a nice guy. But I was really and super excited about not having to sweat for the next week and a half or 2 weeks about getting something that will help me. Seeing how I made non-refundable hotel reservations, and I told everybody I was going, and I had to do that just so I would do it, you know, because I'm a bit of a chicken. All right. All right, meat wrapped in bacon. Tonight I made this pork loin, butterflied open, jelly rolled, and stuffed it full of cream cheese and bacon and jalapenos. And I made this cherry glaze for it, and it was killer. It was delicious. It was some good stuff. All right, what else going on? So yeah, very excited about this. Ow, that was my shoulder. Oh yeah, James Dubs. The months are just flying by. We're going to start getting the James 1 and 2 in here. We got the Chad 1 and 2s. We got a lot of Jameses. Yeah, they're flying by for sure. My sons are getting, if y'all have kids, you know, so I'm not telling y'all anything different. But my son, you know, I'm trying to, you know how you are with sons. Try to teach them to be a little manly and shake hands like a man. And it used to be you'd grab his little hand, and like, oh, you know, just recently been grabbing his hand. It's like, it's a man hand coming back at you. So it's kind of weird. And then my youngest son, his voice is changing, so it's the last remnants of him being a little boy. Now I've made the show depressing. See the tree, how big it's grown. Oh my gosh, is there a more depressing song than that? Holy freak. Bobby Goldsboro. How many people did you kill? Alright, so let's see. Let me catch up here. Bacon improves everything. Much flying by. You're great to the... Oh, Eddie, the cherry glaze. It's this cherry with a balsamic, what do you call it, reduction, and a little bit of chicken broth just to keep it a little bit salty. I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing. It worked. It wasn't just all cherry sweetness and sour. It was just perfect. Now you say your chicken with a pretty wicked chop. Is this my third video today? This is my first video today. This is the first video. Now I started a live stream like minutes before this one, just like I did last time, and I realized I didn't reduce the latency on it. But it's not doing anything good for you guys. So I don't know how in the world to get it more up to where you can talk real time with me and stay closer about that. Gordon Lightfoot, yeah, the Gitchy Gummy song, that was pretty depressing. That was a true story too. That's what's messed up about that one. Grandkids are getting closer. I think grandkids would be fun. I think grandkids would be awesome. I get to be the parent I always wanted to be without any of the consequences. You want some more M&Ms, little Johnny? Yeah, sure. You want more chocolate syrup with your chocolate ice cream? Of course. Midnight last night I did a video. No, last night I didn't do a video. Oh, Big Red did a video last night. But I didn't. No, my kids don't really care a whole lot about knives and stuff. My oldest has a few knives, and my youngest he kind of likes stuff every once in a while that's kind of cool. But they're not super into knives and gear like me. Yeah, Todd, that's what I'm looking forward to. Just sugaring them up, keeping them up late, letting them watch, scary movies, and then sending them home. You want to watch Poltergeist again? Okay, Johnny. Here's that magic shell you wanted for that half a gallon of ice cream. Oh my gosh, is there anything better than magic shell? Magic shell, a vanilla ice cream, and a bag of chopped peanuts. And now you know where I got my girth units. Holy freak. Oh my gosh. When I was a kid, magic shell was a dream. Ice cream was a dream. We never ate ice cream when I was a kid. Hardly ever. And I'd see, the other kids that had magic shell, or you see the magic shell commercials and you just sit there drooling. And then I got older and I may have eaten too much magic shell. I don't know, man. I love magic shell. And you just dump peanuts in there and wait a few seconds and it gets all hard. It's just amazing. And you just keep doing it during the whole movie. You just magic shell the top of your ice cream bowl or your ice cream carton. Throw some peanuts on it. Just go to town for the whole bowl. It's not right, children. Do not eat like that. But I'm telling you, it works for awesomeness. Yeah, Chad, man. Magic shell was like the cure for cancer. It was awesome. Oh, it's okay, Gregory. They all kind of run together after a while. I think, like I said, you may be thinking of a Big Red, so. Dad dropped peanuts and Dr. Pepper. We dropped them into Coke when I was younger. Get that good flavor. We've done that before. My grandparents made homemade ice cream. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah, Pete. The cherry glaze, I can't have it because I'm trying to do the good keto thing because I'm trying to reduce my girth units. But Tammy and the boys, or Tammy and the youngest like it, so I make it for him. Yeah, peanuts. We put them in our Coke, Eddie, like you're saying. Hold on, I can get a drink of water here. I'm talking too much. My mouth went dry. Or maybe all the years of Magic Show kicking back on me all at once. It's something like that. All right, so I don't think I have anything. Oh, I don't have anything new to show you guys, but I thought while we were sitting here reminiscing or talking about whatnot, I would bring out a knife. What do you call these things? Is it a folder? So, thanks a lot, Big Chris. There you go. Put this away. I got a knife folder out of the chest of knives. So I thought I'd see what's in here because I don't go through them very much. Every once in a while I put it down and thought I'd see which one this is here while we talk. If you got something to say or want to talk about something or got any questions to ask, RC Cola and moon pies. Oh, that's old school stuff. Yeah. Yeah, peanuts and Coke is kind of a southern thing, and RC Cola and moon pies. Yeah, Magic Shell is addictive. It's bad for you. It's right up there. Having some mixed nuts, some HEB, and drinking Coca-Cola. Oh, you're a Texas guy. Do I already know that, Greg? If I do, I'm sorry. I kind of lose track of who's from where, but HEB, that's awesome. Alright, so let's see what's in here. I don't know what's in here. I don't even know which one I grabbed. Oh, I know what this one is. No, I don't. There's just a bunch of knives in here. We'll just go through one side while we're talking here. Oh, wait. You live in Houston. You're not the guy that went to the Wu-Tang Clan, are you? I thought that was a different name. Hey, Sue, welcome. All right. Oh, this is one of the knives that started it all. There you go. The Utilitech. Oh, this is the one I worked on for like 3 days. You know, when you don't have tough thumbs and you just start trying to do thumb studs, this thing I worked through pain and everything just so I could use the thumb studs. I love this knife. If y'all don't have one of these, they're like $28 or something. The Utilitech 2. This is a great knife. I can't hardly think of anything in that $30 range I would rather have than this. This thing is awesome. So, let's see. Show me the Sulaco again, what I did to the scales. Oh, my titanium Sulaco? I can't find my G10 one, but here's the titanium one. I just anodized those. Put a little electricity into them. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, TAC 2 is awesome. 2 exits west of 610 on I-10. Okay. 2 exits west of 610 on I-10. I'm trying to remember west. Oh, that's out towards Gessner, like going out that way towards Memorial City. Is that what you mean? I think that's where you're talking about. Hey, Pocket Tank, welcome. Where can I buy just ball bearings to upgrade my knife? I have no idea. That would be cool, though. I have a bunch of knives I'd like to upgrade. Let's see what else is in this bag here while we're talking. Oh, a little budget. Another little Kubi. Little Kubi. I don't even know what number this is. D2. Nice forward choil. Man, some good budget knives in this bag. This is a good knife, too. Looking into the Kubis. If this was a thumb stud, that would be awesome. But this is a great flipper. That blade shape is amazing. I love that. Oh, okay. I know where you're at. Over there. Isn't that where, is that Second Baptist that's over there? The humongous church? Over in that general direction? When I was a kid, like back in 1985, we broke down. We had a terrible car. We broke down there coming home from church. We came all the way down 610 every Sunday, all the way from basically halfway to Tomball. So about 10 minutes out of Tomball, a little past Willowbrook out of there. We all the way back down to Fondren and 59. So that's where we were living at that time. And we broke down right there at 610 and I-10, and we pulled off onto the thing to go down to I-10, and we just ran out of whatever right there. So me and my brother, just two goofy, sheltered church kids, had to cross the freeway and go over to the Second Baptist. It was all dark, and find a phone and call my dad. That's my 610 I-10 memory. So I know where you're at. Before the check started bouncing. I love Kubi. They just started not sending me knives, so I didn't want to keep pushing it with them. You know, you keep going, hey, that sure is a great knife you got there. And they go, yeah, it sure is. So they're sending other folks knives, I guess. I didn't want to keep pushing it. But no, Kubi, man. Kubi makes some awesome, awesome knives. Yeah, that was like a 45 minute drive back. And in our car, it was a 45-minute drive and a 50-50 chance that you were going to make it. So that thing was and we had that thing forever, too. No air conditioning for about the first 6 years we were here in Houston. I'd get to church every Sunday looking like a flock of seagulls. I'd look... just whoosh, big hair. Lots of hair. Run straight to the bathroom and try to redo it. But yeah. Yeah, Pete, they did kind of go a little more mid-budget, or yeah, mid-priced. And I think that's what they're trying to aim for, is to get out of the remarked budget line, which I think is a bad idea. They did some awesome budget stuff, and I'm not sure it's not reputable, but known for the mid stuff or higher end stuff enough to start, putting it out like that. I think they're missing out big time. Eddie, that's a good call. That's exactly what I'm saying. What's my favorite folder knife? I'm not even going to show you. I'm going to let everybody else tell you, then I'm going to show you. But everybody else here will tell you what my favorite folder is, except for Eric. He's going to say something that's not true. All right. I have it in my hand. I don't even know what Eric's going to say. But it's not going to be true. Pocket. Yeah. All right. Chadman got it. Formax. That's my favorite folder. That's my favorite knife, I think. I can't think of something I'd rather have. So this thing, oh my gosh, this is such a great knife. This is the knife I did my first review on, and that was 3 years ago, coming up on the 16th. Ooh, I'll be at Smoky Mountain, or on my way there. I think I told you guys that. I meant to do my 3-year review from a hotel room. The Mantis Pit Boss. I think I have that here somewhere. Hold on. I don't remember which one the Pit Boss is, or the Big Tony, or the Mad Tony. But yeah, here's one of them. One of these is the Pit Boss. I forget which one is which. These could have been such cool knives. I mean, they're cool until you start messing with them. It could have been awesome. Just great shape, great hand, but just a mess. But anyways, yeah, so that's my favorite right there. The Boker Momo, not my favorite. I need to call in tomorrow and get the Momo ball rolling. That would be if we get that solid, we could make a great fieldcraft knife out of that. if they did the blade right, because that grip kind of reminds me of that Falkigneven, that the way it's a little bit thicker and more grabbable. Are you serious? They're discontinuing it. No way. I didn't hear that. That's wild. Have I done a comparison? A recall of Formaxes? No. I can't trust you guys. Have you done a comparison with Formax and 8010? I don't remember. I think I did. I think I did do something like that with my old 8010s, with the customs that I have. Cold Steel doesn't want to be associated with them at all. I hear a lot of stuff I see. You're crazy. They could discontinue the Formax. Yeah. I mean, I'd pick one up anyways. I love this. Is my favorite knife. That's why I have so many of them. Yeah, I heard about the recall. I think that's the Harbor Freight knife that I did that video for Birdshot. What, like 2.5 years ago? They got a bunch of you guys over here. I think Chadman came over in that initial boost from them. But yeah, I think that's the one that I was reviewing for them. Alright, let me keep going through this bag here real quick. See what else we can get eyeballing here. Get some conversation out of. They're offering around their $5 back. That was a lot of $5. That's a lot of money. 300-second mute, Peter. Oh, here we go. Oh, what's this? Elite Tactical. I don't remember this one. Where did this come from? That's a good knife. I think somebody bought that for me, or did I buy it for myself? It must be special. I got my special lanyard on it. This thing's awesome. This is like a knife Benchmade should have made. Man, I should go through my bags more often. That's a cool knife. The Elite Tactical there. Oh, I'm going to leave that out. I think I'm going to carry that. I think I told everybody initially that the Formaxes as they were coming out were kind of wonky. For sure. Alright, let's keep going here. Oh, I know this knife. These are very hard to find. The Pink Shuffle. A friend of mine gave me that. Alright, that's a good knife too. Seriously, you can get about 10 of those for Christmas. I love this shuffle. I would love a high-end shuffle. Like a 20 CV shuffle. That would be awesome. Because this is a great knife. It feels good way up here on the blade. That would be a cool high-end limited run shuffle. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh, there we go. Simba. Yeah, we've passed out a few of those. A lot of those. That was the channel knife for a while. I think I bought Smoky Mountain out of those when they went on that flash sale a while back, a couple years ago. This is a good knife too. This is a great knife. I love this knife. So you go, there's the Simba. No bunch of y'all have these. Christine, I will get you a shuffle. I can't believe you don't have a shuffle. I'll have to get you one. Give me a high-end shuffle, I'd call it the Moonwalk. There you go. I would buy the Moonwalk. Or the Truffle Shuffle. Just a little bit beefier shuffle. The Kershaw 1920 select fire is cheap and awesome. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I really don't know what's all in this bag here. Oh, this was a gift. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? Let's listen to that again. The Plague Doctor. Y'all, if y'all are looking for beef at, like, you know, cheap chicken prices, this thing, the Steel Wheel Plague Doctor, man. D2 steel, just beefy and locked up and just awesome. Look at that. Looks like a shark. Look at that thing. This is a great knife. And a buddy of mine got this for me. And oh my gosh, that's a great, great knife. Mute Peter for 300 more. I revealed that Harbor Freight knife and didn't tell us it was going to end up killing 6 people. No, I didn't. Actually, I think at the end I was kind of saying how good it was for the price, and that, you know, sometimes we judge knives too harshly. I think I brought my dad into it too. That's terrible. I didn't know it held up decently for me. You know, maybe it was one of those things where it got worse as production went on. I wasn't at the Harbor Freight show at that time. Just trying to step up in the world here. Yeah, this thing's awesome. Alright, so there's that. The Plague Shark. The Plague Doctor, not the Plague Shark. Plague Shark would be awesome. Oh, speaking of Kubi. Kubi sent this to me back when I meant something to them. Oh, yeah. That's that real Damascus one. That's a really cool knife. I feel like I need to be like a riverboat gambler to carry this, or a pimp. This is like a serious pimp knife, don't you? You can see him. He's out there. He's cleaning his fingernails, wearing that big old Huggy Bear hat. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build my whole wardrobe around this knife now. Jimislash. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Oh, okay, here we go. If y'all have seen this one. Oh, who made this? It's that kid. Oh. He has a channel, but he makes knives. And he's really, really good at it. And he makes me angry. This is a good knife. And I forget what it's called. It's CMK2. Fetchner? Is it Caleb Fetchner? Is that his name? Anyways, this is a good knife. He made this knife. And then there's that. Those are the only 2 choices. Yeah, that's right. Alright, let's see what else we got. That guy I wish I was. He does good things. He has some good ideas about knives. He showed me one at Blade Show that was really cool. Alright, let me see if I can open this. Oh, there's just a little gray angry commie monkey knife. If y'all don't have one of these, this is a good knife. See, I tried to convince them to make more of these, but they didn't listen to me. Not that they should. I mean, they're making millions of dollars, but I think everybody would have jumped on like a G10 version of this. A G10 angry commie monkey knife, something like that. Not Doc. Eric doesn't like the lock, but lots of people might like that. That's a great lock, great knife. Oh, Pocket Tank, me too. I'd like to, man, they did so good this year. The 80-10 and the 80-15. It was a good year for Cold Steel. The plastic Bally song, that was awesome. What's the knife you give the most lickings to but kept on ticking? Man, I beat the mess out of the 80-10. I beat the mess out of this knife too. This is probably the most expensive knife that I beat up. Is my MG80-15 from Demco. I beat this up for a video right before the Cold Steel version came out, just to test that lock. It was awesome. Held up nicely. Didn't have to do anything to do it, but I think I tightened the pivot back down and that was it. Man, it's a good knife. I always forget about the 80-15. That's a great knife. That's such a great knife. That's the rebranded something. I don't know who the original was on that Don't Bother, but there was a bunch of them that had that same knife. I think San Remu did, and then Kubi did. So I don't know. I think that might be why they got away from it, but I think they're all just throwing us a curve over there. They're all making the same knife and just making different companies. Favorite knife lock. I love the triad lock on the cold steel stuff, just because I like strong stuff. It's not super easy to close or anything, but I love that security, which I'm never ever going to use. I can't think of any time I ever used a knife that harshly, but just knowing it's there, it's kind of good. And then I love the scorpion lock on the 8015. The axis lock is great. So those are probably my top three. Is the triad lock, the axis lock, and maybe the scorpion lock. I have an SRM version. It's freaking great. Better axis than the Ganzo. Oh well, then you'd love the Kubi. It's the same exact knife. They just took the one and stuck their name on it. What kind of church do I go to? I am I guess I'm a Baptist. I don't go to church as often as I should, but I'm a Baptist. Comatrodon is the best knife. Anyway, just gives you 300-second you discuss. I love the Trodon, and if I wasn't going to all these different things, I would have bought yours. That's a great knife. What's in here? Oh, I missed a knife. Oh, holy heck. There you go. Talking about the axis lock. The Freak. Oh, man. This thing is great. Look how smooth that is. Oh, man, that's a good knife. Look at that. Zoop. The Freak. That's a great knife, y'all. The Freak is an awesome knife. How short is the blade on the Kubi? It is 2 and 6/10, so 3/5, so just over 2.5 inches. Yeah, the Freak is great. Numerically, I don't know, probably around 300 if you don't count the piff knives. If you count piff knives, I'm probably sitting around 700, something like that. So, Freak, that's a great knife. The Freak is awesome. This is awesome. You know, I think all these knives that I pulled out of here are really, really good knives. And you got stuff all the way from, $600 or $700 down to I think these were $8 or $9. So this is a really good representation of knife collecting. Period. Don't get all caught up on one and you'll miss on something like that. So that's I have a Benchmade Super Freak. I just don't know where it's at. It might be in this bag. We just got to keep going. Oh, here we go. The Kubi Rodent. The Rodentia by Kubi. This is a good knife. What is that rodent that's out there in Louisiana that they stuck out there and then they just went crazy? Oh, what's that thing called? It's like a humongous rat thing. That's what this is. This is called the Kubi. The Nutria. Is that the Nutria? Were they called Nutria? This isn't the rat. This is the Nutria. Yeah, it does. It's kind of similar in the same kind of way. Yeah, the Kubi Nutria. So that's what that is. Or it could be an ROUS. That could be it too. I would buy the ROUS over the Nutria for sure. All day long. Yeah. Take a Kubi ROUS, please. What month is Cold Steel releasing this year's blade? I don't know. I don't know when that happens. It's always pretty late though. Last year especially. We didn't find out about the 8010 stuff until January. Therapeutic edge. Wait, how many knives do you have? I'd say for my own collection, probably about 300. Something like that. Yeah, you can't kill them. And the dadgum snakes out in Florida. Holy freak. Did you see that one? Oh, Peter B., good night. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. They found an 18-foot python out in Florida. 18-foot python. There's nothing that thing can't hardly kill. No, 700 if I count the piff knives. No, if all the knives are sent in for piff that I have sitting. I have, in within 20 seconds of my chair, I have about 700 knives. But only 300 or so are mine. If that clears it up, yeah. Yeah, they're not all mine. All right, let's see what else we got in here. This is a good bag. I should go through these bags more often. Oh, man, see? Oh, there you go. Little Ganzo Firebird. Which number is this? Even with my super glasses, I can't see. The FH51. That's a good knife. Somebody out there is going to like the 51. Eric, do you like the 51? Do you have a 51? I don't remember if you have one of these. This seems like a knife you'd like. The pink knife up here. Yeah, this is like a $650 knife. I think that's what they're selling for now. No, Pete, you don't feel bad. Don't ever feel bad because there's always somebody with more. I don't remember if you have this one, Eric. I think you have one of those. This is a good knife. If you want a real EDCable, just great action on a knife, that's a cool knife there. Really excellent blade. All right, Mythgard, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Sorry about that if I missed you, but I appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right, what do y'all got coming in? Now I've shown you most of this bag here. What do you guys got coming in? Anything cool? I don't have anything cool coming in, but I got cool stuff coming up. Like next Sunday, I'm going to be up in Waxahachie doing some knife chopping. Anybody up near Waxahachie? Maybe we could have some luncheon. We could get together and have a keto burger. I send my collection down now. 7 fixed blades and only 4 folders. Gun-toting Minnesotan, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. You got to get those numbers up. No, I understand. I understand a lot of people aren't collecting for numbers, but don't pare down your collection. Get more. All right. No, it doesn't look like anybody's got anything coming in. I figured out gun-toting is I think I have a reputation for being a safe queen collector, but I realized I use my knives a lot and I carry them a lot. I carry a lot of my knives. My wife was talking to a friend of hers at work who's a big man. He has some nice custom knives. He'll send pictures of them every once in a while. And she was estimating that most of my collection is safe queens, but I looked through my collection and just a small percentage of them, it's not small, but I would say less than 20% of my knives are safe queens. So, yeah, I probably don't use them as cool in as cool ways as you do. I haven't stabbed a beaver or, gutted a mountain lion or anything like that. But yeah, I use them. I use them to cut rope or cut boxes or I cut my meal or whatever. So, you know what? Oh, I just had a great idea. I'm going to talk to Eric about this. But it's a great idea, trust me. I can't. 200 miles south of Waxahachie. No, I understand where you're at, Greg. Yeah, we got to get a Houston get-together, or just like a Texas get-together. We got to figure something out. I have to talk to a party planner and figure that out. Couple of the... Oh, you got the... on that special, I saw that. Every time they send me something, I just want to jump on it. The Olight folks. Jim, give a shout out to my girlfriend, Lacey. Hey, Lacey, thank you. The more ladies, the better. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I use all my knives mostly for Instagram. I use a bunch of them for Instagram for sure. And my superheroes hold them. Hulk holds a lot of my knives. Where would be a good place to stay for Blade Show East next year? You know, if you can't stay at the Sheraton or the actual Blade Show Hotel, then find something that has a shuttle. And Eric stayed at a place. Eric stayed at a place that had a shuttle. The shuttle makes everything better. And even staying at the Sheraton, I took the shuttle over there, and if you're not right there or at the Sheraton within walking distance, then the shuttle. Anything with a shuttle is fine. Just find something with a good rating out there, and you'll be fine. Hey, Uncle Don, I'm locked up in prison. That's right. They're not safe planes. They're actually working models. Did you end up keeping your Cold Steel Bush Ranger? No, I sold that. I didn't like the Bush Ranger, and it was just because of that one thing that I mentioned, and that was you can't close it. And I know you can, but it wasn't as simple to close as like the regular Cold Steel. All the rest of my Cold Steel, I could shut my eyes, and like right now my eyes are closed, and I can shut that down and not worry about chopping my finger off. And the Bush Ranger was just a little bit off on that. Alright, let me get these out of the way. I'm going to try to move my mouse and end up opening up a vein here. Yeah, they do raise the rates a bit for Blade Show. No, a bunch of them have raised the rates. You'll see a little bit of raise. We stayed in an Airbnb right across the freeway. There you go. Pete's got a good idea. No, a bunch of people did that. Stayed in an Airbnb. Chadman is a social media influencer over there. He's good friends with the Marfiones. The Marfiones. Alright, anybody else got anything else coming in? I'm going to pull one more knife out of here. I'm just going to reach over here and see what I got. Hey, Benny, welcome. Oh, man, I love this knife. This knife. You're talking about a great EDC. Just like a perfect kind of EDCable knife. This is a great knife. That Bob Lump Chinese, that's a good knife. Is the Bush Ranger or the 4MAX thinner behind the edge? I'm guessing the Bush Ranger, just because of how thick that 4MAX is. It seems like the Bush Ranger is thinner. Are you going to eat at the Vault Smokehouse in Waxahachie? I don't know where I'm going to eat. I don't even know if I'm going to eat. If I don't run into anybody, I'll just probably grab a bunless burger from McDonald's and travel on home. Hopefully in November it'll be a dough with an extra hole in it. You know, I was thinking about doing a little bit of hunting this year just to be able to maybe use one or two of my knives in that kind of situation. I just don't know. I'm not much of a shooter of live things. Not like I used to be. Sorry, late in Jimislash. Oh, Benny, don't worry about it. I'm doing 2 or 3 of these a week, so eventually you'll catch up. It's not a big deal. Yeah, Chad, we'll need some deer steaks or deer jerky or something. They're going to be getting that way. These are good knives. That's another one. I almost bought that one too. I love that knife. That's a good knife. Beaver, I'm glad you're laughing. That's awesome. That's all I want to do is make folks laugh or have fun. Force myself to wait until drop sends out my links before I get her knife, and the weight hurts. It does, yeah. Yeah, the waiting hurts. If Donald Trump is carrying a knife right now, what knife would it be? I don't know. Probably whatever he wants to carry. Whatever knife he's bringing guns with him, so. Sorry, I'm trying to get this blade center listening talk. Lost a screw. Oh, I did that. You know, I lost a screw on somebody's knife that I was anodizing. And I got this green carpet that's all filled with papers and nonsense over here. I had to pay my son $5 to come find it for me. I got this gigantic magnet too, and I dragged it everywhere. I couldn't find it. But luckily, he was closer to the ground, was able to get it because there was no way. I was already looking up replacement screws. I already emailed the company. I was looking up how much it was going to cost to buy a new knife. It was just bad. The 13th is a hunter's moon. Oh. I don't even know what that means, but is that good? Good for hunters, bad for those who are hunted. Yeah, so you understand the pain, David. You understand the pain of losing things in the carpet. You know what's funny, though? I ran that magnet across the carpet, found 2 other screws. 2 other screws that in the past 3 years I've lost. So, my Nova Scotia. Oh, here's my Nova Scotia story, real quick. Okay, so we're going a couple years ago. I know this is gonna bore most of y'all. This is make it real quick. A couple years ago, my family was going through their family tree over on Ancestry.com, and so we were going through, and it would say a place of origin or whatever, and it's about 4 generations ago. It was saying NS, so half my family thought we were from Nova Scotia, and it didn't make any sense because our family came in through North Carolina from England, and so there was no reason for us to be up in Nova Scotia at that point. And so this one of my aunts was telling everybody, yeah, we're from Nova Scotia and this and that. Well, the NS didn't stand for Nova Scotia. The NS I think it stood for not stated. So come to find out, we weren't from we weren't cool. We weren't cool Canadians. We were just poor Okies. So there was no migration from Nova Scotia into Oklahoma. It was just straight over from North Carolina and up through Illinois a little bit and down into Oklahoma. No Nova Scotian, none of that Canadian blood. So that's what that was about. We didn't get any of it. It was all not stated. I think it was because maybe we didn't know how to spell the name of the town we were in. I'm not sure. Lots of light at night with movements across the track here in Javelina. Ooh, okay, that's cool. I got a buddy that does a lot of hunting on his land out here, and I might go on and sit out in a deer stand with him. It's not going to be my favorite thing to do. I would really like to learn how to skin, or what do you call it? What do you call it when you prepare a deer? It's got a special name, and it's escaping me. I know Hank Williams could do it. He could run a trot line. And they say grace and they say ma'am. If you ain't into that, he doesn't give a poop. What do you call it? Oh, dress. Thank you, Todd. Dress a deer. Process a deer. Yeah, field dress is what I was looking for. Thank you. Yeah. Christine gets it, but I don't. Wow. I am all that is macho man. I couldn't even remember it. But you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to learn how to do that. I don't know. Like I said, I've kind of gotten outdoors amnesia lately. I bumped my outside head somewhere along the way and forgot how much I like being out in the woods. So hope I can recapture that soon. I'm trying my best to get out more. All right, I think we're done here. I think we've gone on. Yeah, we're about an hour, 5 minutes in. I really appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for making it interesting. And y'all really add to what's your most Halloween appropriate knife? Oh, the El Chede for sure. Hey Josh, just looking. Hey Alan, it's always good to see you. I'm glad you made it all. We'll be here Wednesday night. There's no arm wrestling, so it'll be at a normal time, probably about this time next time. So I really appreciate y'all being here, and if y'all need me, jimislashyoutube at yahoo.com, or hit me up on Facebook. I'll be up for a while. And I really appreciate it again, seriously. And I'll talk to y'all later. Be safe and have a great week.